I talk to you for a minute?
What is it?
When you found me in Angel Square and I was, you know, because of all the charges being dropped and my mom flipping out, I don't want you to think that you have to go after your dad or that you owe me.
It was the truth. That was our baby my dad was going after, our little girl, okay? And yeah, we weren't planning on raising her, but that doesn't change the fact of who she was. I'm doing this for you and me, but most importantly, for Hope.
I don't want you to think that... I mean, I know what I said and how mad I was, but I would never shoot your dad. I mean, I just wouldn't do that. I mean, he's your dad, and no matter what he does, you still love him.
He doesn't love me. Even though he says he does, I know he doesn't. He couldn't. Not if he was planning on stealing our baby.
He's messed up.
It's more than that, Cole. When I made my decision that I was going to have Marcy adopt our child, he didn't like it, and neither did you. But you respected my decision, and you learned to understand it. He didn't. Instead, he made a plan to take my baby and raise her. He just wants what he wants. And if I can stop him, then I'm going to do it.
I don't want you to feel guilty later if he goes to jail that you put him there.
He put himself there. And that's where he belongs.
Starr Manning is hereby called to the stand.
Thanks for the heads up.
Starr, please tell us in as much detail as possible what your father said.
Would you like me to start from the beginning?
Ooh, as tempting as that would be to have a full account of everything you've suffered at the hands of your father. No, thank you. Just confine yourself to the details of the kidnapping.
Objection. There was no kidnapping,
Just
Your Honor.
tell me what happened, Ms. Manning.
Okay. After Marty was rescued...
Oh, okay. Objection. Miss Saybrook was
Counselor,
never held against her will,
Please
therefore
hold
there
your
wa-
objections.
Your Honor, the defense has a right to...
This isn't a trial, Miss Delgado. This is a hearing. Now, you've had your day in court. Sit down. Please continue, Ms. Manning.
So, after Marty was rescued by Lieutenant McBain, she told us that my dad had told her that I was planning to give away my baby, which was true. But I decided for Marcy McBain to adopt my child. We had already worked out the legal stuff and everything. But Dr. Saybrook said that my dad told her that I had asked him to adopt my child, which never happened, and my dad knows very well that I would never want him to raise my baby. At first, when I heard this, I couldn't believe it. My dad has done a lot of terrible things, but I just assumed that because I was his daughter, that he would
You are
never...
my daughter. Say it. You are my daughter.
I am not. Todd. Not anymore.
You don't mean that.
Sit down, Mr. Manning. Do not attempt to intimidate this witness. Is that clear?
After you spoke to Dr. Saybrook, what did you do, Starr?
I went to visit him in the hospital.
Where Mr. Manning was recovering from being severely beaten by John McBain.
What exactly does that have to do with the issue in question?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, so you went to the hospital to see your father.
and I asked him if it was true. If he had told Dr. Saybrook that I was giving him my baby.
What did he say?
He wouldn't answer me. He just kept telling me to let it go. As if pretending that it had never happened would just make it go away. But I couldn't. After all, it was my little girl, and I needed him to tell me. I guess I just wanted him to explain it to me so that maybe I could make sense of it. But it was so hard for me to think of how your father is supposed to be the person who loves you and takes care of you. And for him to do something like that to me. But he did. He was going to steal my baby. He looked me right in the eye and he admitted